themselves. So this afternoon, I just really like to give a little bit of an introduction into who QuickBooks is, and just to set the scene so that you can get a greater understanding. Look, it's founded in 1983. We've been around for almost 38 years. And we've learned a lot in that time. We're now a business which is over 10,000 employees with offices all over the world. And what's important about that, I suppose, is that size is really important, because size gives you access to resources. It gives you access to developers. And moving to the cloud is about having a product which is being continually updated in real time, so that we learn and we continually to evolve. That sees our business being worth around about $100 billion. That's a lot more, 10x, $100 billion US. And I suppose that's important. You want to work with someone who's got size and who's got capability. And that's shown in that we've got over 4.5 million customers who are using QuickBooks Online around the world. And why is that important? Is that you learn in each market, we can take best practices and then we can bring them into the local scene. And hence that you get that global scale. So just looking at this timeline, Intuit being around for 37 years, almost 38, we've continued to evolve. We started way back in the days of DOS. We've evolved through Windows, the web, now in this era of cloud and mobile. And this is about, I suppose, is having a very defined process. Our mission is to power prosperity around the world. And the way that we do that is that we supply smart business tools to organizations to help drive efficiencies in their organizations, to take out the manual work so that they can focus on delivering the highest level of value to their customers, whether it's in social services or in small businesses. And what that ultimately does is it enables you, gives you power, and power is really important in this time of the cloud. If we could just go to the next slide. So I suppose the great thing about today is my associate Lynn from ActPro, and she's going to be taking you through some really important information on the product. We've been working with ActPro for a number of years, and they're one of our top pro advisors in Singapore. And the key to that is having a really good partner. And when you're implementing a solution like this, you want to have someone who can actually help you and guide you along the way. And we're proud to work with ActPro, and they've got a large number of clients who've gone through a successful implementation process of QuickBooks Online and moving to the cloud. So I'll hand over to Lynn, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Yep, so I'll be proceeding on from here. So how exactly does cloud accounting disrupt our traditional accounting industry? Well, traditionally, what we do is that business owners, they will create their source documents manually and then pass on to their accountants regularly. These accountants will then input into the desktop accounting software or into an Excel sheet, which then generates the financial report back to the business owners. But today with cloud accounting, everything is revolutionized. The business owner or the accountant can both insert or generate their documents into the accounting software, such as QuickBooks Online. The cloud accounting software will then provide real-time financial reports immediately for our clients. So other than timely reporting, here are some other benefits of cloud solutions. First of all, you've got flexible working. So even if your volunteers are at home, they can also access the QuickBooks Online browser. There's also bank level security, as well as low capital investment and automated data backup all the time. So now I'll just be proceeding on to show you some of the demo features on QuickBooks itself. Just to check everyone is able to see my screen now. All right, great, perfect. So here I've actually got the dashboard page of a demo account for QuickBooks Online. As you can see, I've got all the details here under ABC Foundation. So first off, I'll be showing you how to generate a donation receipt when you recognize a donation. So under sales receipt, I can just key in my customer name, for example, Mr. Go, who is the donor. If he was a donor previously, his email and billing address will be automatically populated. Afterwards, I'll just select the donation date, as well as put in here the amount of donations. So after keying this in, I'll just select the relevant GST rates. And on the last column, you'll actually see something called class. So now I'll be briefing a little bit more about class. This is actually a classification portion of QuickBooks Online. So if I were to click on this drop down, you can see that I've got things like Donation Drive 2, Donation Drive 1, the different months, as well as the different location and subclasses of these. So what this class function does is that it categorizes each of your individual line items or each of these donations. So for example, this one belongs to a donation drive in February at the Katong area. I can just then select that, and later on, this will be useful in generating reports. So one key thing about QuickBooks Online is that there are unlimited classes and subclasses, as you can see here. So if everything is in order, I'll just click on Customize and select the donation receipt template. And this is exactly what your donation receipt will look like. And these are all e-receipts. So here you've got the company name as well as address, and also the person who is donating and the amount. So moving forward from here, I'll be showing you a few other things. Whether it's invoicing or billing, these can all be generated very easily on QuickBooks with just a click of a few buttons. Most importantly, I understand that quite a number of you are interested in the reporting function. So QuickBooks is very powerful in its reporting function because it has over 65 reports and they are all customizable. One I'd like to highlight to you is the P&L by class report. So by clicking on here, you can see that the report is instantaneously generated. And on the first top row, you can actually see the different classifications that I've got. So I have donation drive, February, August, different locations, things like that. And I can also see the individual costs and transport expenses and P&L for each of these. Of course, at the top, I can also do some customizations, such as comparison of periods, and I can download all these reports in both Excel and PDF format. So of course, there are a ton of other reports, such as different things like collections, AR aging, or even like general ledgers. Another thing to highlight is actually that you can schedule your reports. So over here under Edit, I can actually customize a report to be like a balance sheet for 2018 and set off an email scheduling or a recurrence schedule. So here I can repeat perhaps twice a month, and on the first date and also on the 15th, the mid of the month. And I can also put ending date if I want to, and this can be sent to a manager role on a monthly basis as well. So there's financial reports for ABC Foundation. All right. So here is all I have to share for QuickBooks in the meantime. I'll be then jumping on to Receipt Bank, which is another part that I would like to share on today. All right, so is everyone able to see my Receipt Bank homepage? Okay, perfect. So here you can see this is a Receipt Bank software which actually integrates with QuickBooks Online. What Receipt Bank does is that it has OCR technology to help you read and extract information from the invoices or receipts that you upload onto the software. It thus saves a lot of manual work and labor. So here I'll show you a demonstration. By clicking on Add Documents, I can actually select a file. Let's say I have a Grab receipt that I would like to upload. I can just go on to here and select my Grab receipt and upload it. So one strong point about Receipt Bank is that it actually is able to detect duplicate receipts. So if you did see from the screen of my upload earlier, it actually shows that one upload is failed because it is a duplicate receipt. So let me just show you the one that I uploaded earlier today. This was the receipt that I was uploading. This is a Grab receipt and a Grab screenshot. So once I upload into the Receipt Bank software, it automatically recognizes that it's a receipt and recognizes the date as well as the supplier. It then also categorizes into the local transport expenditure and also the total amount in Sing dollars. So after this, you can then generate into like expense reports and upload onto QuickBooks Online as well.